As-salaam, wa-alaikum, brothers and sisters. This is year 7 of the 17 Verses podcast. I'm your host, Maher Haq. In this podcast, we take a small selection from the Quran every day and recite it to you in plain English, so you can get a small slice of God's word while you go about your day. By averaging 17 verses per day, we're able to break the Quran down into manageable pieces and finish it in 1 year. If you enjoyed the podcast, please help spread the word. Tell your friends and family, subscribe in Apple Podcasts or Stitcher or wherever you get your podcasts, and write us a review. Show notes and a transcript can be found at 17verses.com. That's the numbers 17verses.com. Today's selection is from Surah 21, Al-Anbiyã, or the Prophets, verses 11 through 29. These verses discuss how prior nations were destroyed because of the iniquities they committed. If there was more than one God, the heavens and the earth would be in a state of disorder, and so all of God's messengers are sent with one message, that there is no God but Allah. Bismillahir-Rahmanir-Rahim. In the name of Allah, most gracious, most merciful. How many nations we have destroyed because of their iniquities, and replaced them by other nations. When they felt that our punishment was coming, they took to their heels and fled. They were told, "Do not run away. Return to your luxuries of life and to your homes, so that you may be asked questions." They replied, "Woe to us! Indeed, we were wrongdoers." They kept on repeating that statement till we mowed them down, leaving no spark of life in them. Our creations of the heavens and the earth, and all that lies between them, is not a game. Had we meant to make it a playground, we would have done it by ourselves, without giving you discretion to do right and wrong, had we ever done so. Nay, we give falsehood a violent blow with the truth to knock it out, and behold, falsehood vanishes away. Woe be to you, for all the false gods you have invented. To him belongs all that exists in the heavens and in the earth, and the angels who are in his very presence are not too proud to serve him, nor do they feel wearied of his service. They glorify him night and day, and do not pause. Have the earthly deities that they have taken for worship the power to raise the dead? If there were other gods in the heavens or in the earth besides Allah, both the heavens and the earth would be in a state of disorder. Glory be to Allah, the Lord of the throne. Absolutely free is he from the falsehood that they attribute to him. He is accountable to none about what he does, but they are accountable to him. Even then have they taken other deities for worship besides him. Ask them, show us your proof. Here is this reminder, the Quran, for the people of my time, and it also contains the reminder of those before me. But most of them have no knowledge of reality, and that is why they have turned away. The fact is that every messenger whom we have sent before you, we revealed the same message. There is no God but me, so worship me alone. In spite of receiving that message, they still say, the beneficent Allah has offspring. Glory be to him. The angels are but his honored servants. They do not precede him in speaking, and they act according to his commandment. He knows what is before them and what is behind them, and they do not intercede except for the one whom he approves. And for fear of him, they tremble. If any of us were to say, I am also a deity besides him, we would send him to hell. Thus shall we reward the wrongdoers. Ameen. This concludes today's episode of the 17 Verses podcast. I hope that this selection helps increase your understanding of the Holy Quran just a little bit. If you like the podcast, you can subscribe in iTunes or Stitcher and write us a review. Or you can grab the RSS feed and put it into your own podcast app. The show notes, including a text version of this episode, can be found by going to 17verses.com. That's the numbers 17verses.com. Thank you, and be well.